I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, they never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me keep on running. Toes they gonna take
this is what we got to tell.
Every fan doing this.
I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
So you got Andrew?
Welcome. Huh?
Oh, your camera was trying to find its focus. Go ahead. Focus.
Oh, okay. Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. Very excited about today's episode. Y'all, NBA draft just ended less than an hour ago. So we got to give our biggest winner and our biggest loser of the NBA draft. A lot's happened, a lot of trades, a lot of stuff going on, right?
Loser.
We got to talk about New York Knicks, man. New York Knicks been busy, y'all. They've been busy. Do they finally have a championship roster? We're going to answer that question. And lastly, we got to talk about NFL. The NFL is, 2 months away from now, right? Which QB has the most pressure this upcoming season? But I got two of my bros with me. As you can see, Davey Dollars is not here, but to here for him, to replace him, we got my man CTC himself, my man Carl, and we got Michigan Dunson and the host of In the Red Corner, my man Tomo. How y'all doing, fellas?
Doing good. I'm doing good. You know, I mean, I'm all right, man. You know, at the end of the day, a lot of blessings happened yesterday, so I can't be upset at it. But I'm here. I'm ready to do Refuse to Lose. I'm ready to crack some jokes. I'm ready to learn some stuff. Let's get it. Carl, Joe, how y'all?
I'm doing all right, man. Just walked through the door from work, no less than 10 minutes ago. So let's get it.
Let's get it. All right, y'all. So look, y'all.
How are you doing, Joe?
Yeah,
Joe always do that.
I'm good. You know, I'm great. I'm feeling good. I'm excited. I'm ready to talk some sports. That's what we love to do, right? It's a good thing about R2O is this is a hobby. We having fun on our hobby. All right. But look, we are streaming this on 3 platforms. We are streaming this on YouTube, X, and Facebook. So whatever platform you're watching it, make sure you like the video. Share this video with somebody that you know that's a sports fan, right? Subscribe and follow in all of our platforms. Use that comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. Shout out to my man Mikey being the first 2 comments, right? Shout out to the Celtics once again for being NBA champions. But listen, all right? Also, go in the description section and you will see different shows on our platform. We are a network. Check out the different shows on the network. Like I said, CTC is one of the shows. And follow the journey if you like what you see. And lastly, it's a first link in the description section. Become a member. And you will see all the details on the memberships. All right. But last but not least, I keep saying last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, floor is yours.
They are turned up in the comments. You never thought the second round of the NBA draft would have so much comments. You know what I mean? Like, this is insane. But shout out to everybody that's in the comments. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Make sure y'all hit that like button because, of course, we got to roll right into it. We got to talk about the 2024 NBA draft. And it's funny, you wouldn't think that the NBA draft would get more coverage. I mean, the WNBA draft would get more coverage than the NBA draft. You know what I'm saying? Because technically, shout out to Davey Dollars. He did the draft on Refuse to Lose on the Dave's Doghouse. Shout out to Carl for joining as well. And then, hey, Carl, I told you there was a who counter. It might not have been for the show, but for the rest of the nation. A lot of people were like, who are these people?
I had to.
Okay. I had about 4 4 of them. But again, we got to talk about some of the biggest winners, some of the biggest losers. But we're gonna start it off with some of the biggest winners from last night. And some people will say, winner, winner, chicken dinner. And why the Wizards up there? Oh, yeah, we had the second pick. So, Joe, who you think was one of the biggest winners from this NBA draft? Because it's already concluded. So we can go first night, we can go second round, we can go all around. It's up to you.
All right. I think there were a lot of winners last night or today. You know, a lot of winners on the draft. But I think one of the biggest winners is Minnesota. I think Minnesota was a big winner in the draft. You know, when you look at Minnesota in the playoffs, you know what they lacked? They lacked scoring ability outside of Cat and Anthony Edwards. You know, so what they did was they traded for Rod Dillingham. You know, everybody thought, I mean, as you saw in the highlight reel, the Spurs thought they were drafting him. And then really he got traded, right? No, that sucked for them. But, you know, they traded for him. And what that does is he will be like their Malik Monk, what he is to us. You know, that guy that can come off the bench, create his own shot, get a bucket, right? And also facilitate. So, right now, I'm going to go with Minnesota because I think they lack that scoring ability outside of Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns.
Carl?
All right. So I have an honorable mention. My honorable mention being the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns drafted an elite defender in Ryan Dunn from the University of Virginia, who he's not going to be in that scoring role, but he can get a bucket or two. And then they steal Kevin McCullough Jr. at 56, who can do it all on the floor. Does have to improve his three-point shooting a little bit, shot 33, 34% in that range from 3 at Kansas. But I felt like his draft stock dropped because of the injury. He got hurt really bad at Kansas, missed the remainder of the season, didn't play in the tournament. I feel like that was the reason why his draft stock fell. But my winner, and I hate to admit this, my winner of the draft last night was the Miami Heat. Heat, in my opinion, won the draft. Drafted Lil Ware first with 15. A big who can move. He is a good shot blocker. He can score the ball. And in my opinion, moves Bam to the 4. Ultimate win, in my opinion, there. Then you double back with today, and you draft a guy in Pele Larson, who, yes, he averaged 12.8 points per game at Arizona, but he can score the ball. He was third on the team in scoring behind Caleb Love, who's an absolute scorer, and Omar Bello, who's a big.
Except for the tournament. My bad. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, hey, man. that Clemson game. Well, it wasn't the Clemson game, right? Yeah, that was tragic. But yeah, Omar Bello, who's a big fella, who's going to have to get his touches. He's 7 feet. He was second. Behind Omar Bello and Caleb Love was Pele Larson, and he was 0.1 points behind Omar Bello with 12.8. And not only that, he led the team in assists, I think with 4.3, something around there. So you got another guy who can handle the rock, who can score the ball. You mix that with Khalil Ware. I think the Heat were the biggest winners last night.
Okay.
Before you go, Tomo, and the point you made with Miami Heat, it's crazy because Udonis Haslem, like a couple of days ago on ESPN, said that Bam is his best position is at the 4. So he kind of like foretold that they was going to make that pick.
See what happened be on ESPN can get you. But biggest winner from the overall draft? Like, we really going to sit up here? I understand the Heat. I understand what you're saying, Joe, but the biggest winner is
LeBron James.
You said what?
No,
Go ahead.
You said biggest winner.
I think it's more of a team. Right.
Yeah. No, he is the team. What are you talking about? That's why Bibby's here. That's the biggest winner. LeBron found a way to get his son on a team with him. He said it before it even happened. You talking about foreseeable future. He sat down there with the wife and said, hey, if you want to come to the NBA, I ain't forcing him to come to the NBA. If I do want to play with my son, I got a few more years, you just gonna make something happen. And it happened. Second round, like everyone predicted, and now he's a Laker. But that's just my joke. That's just my joke for saying the winner. The real winner is Ron Holland, a guy who didn't know he was gonna go number 5. Carl, I'm sorry, but I was up here and we were doing Dave's Doghouse, and when they said, we were like, yeah, the Pistons could probably go out and get them a big, another rim protector, because it seems like neighbor, we need the same situation as far as like defense and having a rim protector. And next thing you know, you hear Ron Holland's name at the 5th round pick. He did not think that he was gonna go number 5. So for this kid to go number 5 and add to that Detroit Pistons wings that you all have, you got to say he's the ultimate winner. So between Ron Holland and France, Those are my biggest winners from this NBA draft.
So that was your second joke. What's your real biggest winner here?
It's France.
That was it. Oh man,
it's France. Like this is the second year in a row where you got multiple players from this country coming over here and going high in the draft. Last year you had Victor going at number 1. This year you got ZR. If you was watching Dave's Doghouse, I was calling him ZR because I can't pronounce his name precise. And then you also got, to follow it up, you got Alex Sarr going to the Wizards. So there's 3 France players going in the top 5 in 2 years. So that right there lets you know that this global game is growing. And shout out to, again, the Dream Team for what happened. Because, again, without the Dream Team, global game, no France players going in the top 5.
So, look, real quick. I think underrated winner is the Spurs. I think getting Carson was a big pick defensively. I feel like drafting him as a defensive guard, playing with Wemby is going to be dangerous. I feel like he's going to develop in the NBA. And I do want to give LeBron a shout out. I was going to make him a winner too. Even though there's going to be some haters out there, people going to hate and say, "Oh my gosh, Bronny only got to the NBA because of his dad." Woo woo. Man, listen, LeBron James, one of the smartest people when it comes to business-wise in the world, obviously. First active player to become a billionaire as any player, right? First active player to become a billionaire, right? And the good thing, and this dude was fresh out of high school. He never went to college. He was raised by a single mom, right? He didn't grow up from a rich family, so he had to learn these things as he grew up. He wasn't taught this by a specific person growing up. He wasn't raised in a wealthy family. And then they told people, if you draft Bronny, he's going to go play in Asia. Australia, my bad. Australia. He's going to play in Australia if you draft them, which I think is dope. You know what I mean? I think that's cool. LeBron James is going to year 22, y'all, and about to sign a 3-year max. Like, he's going to be getting paid around $60 million a year. So, the dude is maximizing his and his family opportunity, and all I can do is give it applause to that, for real, because that's people need to be taking notes of that. You can hate all you want, but hey, we don't look. You're a doctor, a lawyer, or any job. Listen, you gotta take advantage of your leverage, right? So shout out to LeBron James and his family.
Please, hey, look, I feel you, but don't do that as a doctor. Don't have your son out here operating on me because you was tough. You killing.
But he can get a job though. He can get a job now as a doctor. But
technically, no, technically, Carl, it's going on right now. There's a few TikTokers whose fathers was doctors, and they in the practice right now trying to.
But you're right though. I always tell people I don't really care too much about a degree, but you need a degree. You're gonna be my doctor and my dentist. You gotta have a degree.
And lawyer. I don't need you on. Trying to be my lawyer.
Lawyer too. You're right.
Yeah, nah, because that's the last thing you need. You like, nah, he jive like innocent. Excuse me?
He jive like innocent.
Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna just go ahead. We can wrap this up. What's the plea? Because that in that moment when he say that, then you know who's the biggest loser. Because we gotta talk about the biggest losers. And
am I starting this?
Yes, you are.
Do we need a bleep button?
No,
you started. You know you started. So
do I have to say it? It's the Detroit Pistons. My team, my mob. Yeah, you see it. The D for Detroit. Yes, Detroit Pistons are the biggest loser because you draft. I don't care nothing about that music. You draft at 5th last year. G League ignites Asar Thompson. Who? What was his weakness? Shooting the 3-pointer. What is the Pistons' weakness? Shooting the 3-point shot. You follow that up, and Ron Holland might be a great kid. He might be a great player, but he is not a great fit. You follow it up with another G League Ignite player at 5th pick again, mind you, who can't shoot. He shot 27% from 3. That is Michael Carter Williams level bad shooting threes. I said it in the chat. You're going to have Cade driving to the rack, and he's going to have Asar Thompson on one wing, and he's going to have Ron Holland on another wing. That's like looking and seeing Michael Kidd-Gilchrist on one wing and Michael Carter Williams on another wing. You're just going to jack up a layup, and you're probably going to break. They're just going to constrict the paint. They're just going to pack the paint and let you shoot those threes, bro. That was such a bad first round pick. I mean, I hope it pans out. I do not mind being wrong as a Pistons fan, but as a fan, but we just gonna be putting I said it, bro. Cade, just work on your step back threes, work on your off the dribble three, work on whatever creative shot from three you gotta get, because they did not set you up for success as the point guard of this team. Now, did they redeem themselves a little bit? Yes. The second round, Bobby Clinton, really good pick. Now, I talked to Javon about this, and as soon as I got home, I Googled it real quick while we was backstage. Bobby Clinton did enter his name into the 2023 draft last year, but then he rescinded it. He took his name out to go play in the NBA overseas, big man out of Wake Forest, and he wanted to develop his game. That was great because he's a stretch four who can shoot the ball. I did like that pick, and I say that I kind of made up for that Ron Holland pick because he's a stretch four that can shoot. But other than that, we're the biggest losers. I'm sorry.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, I was depressed.
Hey, Carl. It's Isaiah Thomas and Magic, man. I know, man. It hurt me too, bro. It hurt me too. Like, I was upset. I wasn't as upset as you was in the NBA chat. Make sure y'all join the chats, but I was upset. I was still like, what? Why? And that's why I said he was my biggest winner, because again, he even looked shocked. Like most times on draft night, the agent probably was shocked. He was like, wait, who? Nah, ain't no way. Get off my phone. Y'all playing. And y'all put the pick in. But for me, the biggest loser outside of the Detroit Pistons is JJ Redick. Again, I'm sorry. The same way the Lakers are the winners is the same way JJ Redick is going to be the biggest loser. Not only did he have to worry about cursing the media out in his first press conference because they was asking about LeBron, but he already knew going into the season there was going to be multiple questions about LeBron. Now on top of that, it's going to be nothing but developmental questions about Bronny. So when do you think Bronny's going to play? So when do you think Bronny's going to do this? Instead of JJ Redick actually coming in and being a coach, he's now going to be a part of all of the media tornado whirlwind. Bibby, hit the whirlwind in the chat for me, please. So for me, it's JJ Redick, and outside of that, Shams, because I heard he got locked out of his Twitter. So I know he was mad because R2L was beating him to the updates and Woj. So hey, Shams, you need a phone, my boy.
I would say the Lakers had a good draft. I like Dalton Connect. I think that was a good pick for them. So, and getting Bronny James might be a little motivation for LeBron James. But I want to say they're a loser.
I said
the
JJ.
Milwaukee Bucks. JJ.
Lakers, just JJ.
Man, I forgot to mention that with LeBron James. He got JJ in there too. That man just doing his life. That man got JJ and Bronny within 10 days, bro. Like, come on, bro. All right. Milwaukee Bucks, biggest loser to me. Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks aren't winning now. I mean, obviously they ain't winning now. You got Giannis under a contract who can force a trade anytime he wants to. You got this coaching carousel. You brought in Dane to win a championship. And what do y'all do? Y'all bring in AJ Johnson, the dude you barely saw for it. The man averaged, 2.9 points per game last year. 2.9. Don't get me wrong. The man got some, you know what I mean? Like he's talented. He got something, he got to work on his, like he got raw talent. I would say that. He has raw talent. But I felt like they needed to make a move or a trade to help them win next year. Because you just saw the Celtics win a championship. The Celtics are, I feel like, miles ahead of the Bucks right now. If they would have played in the 7-game series, the Bucks are not winning that series. They lost to Indiana, bro. And we saw what the Celtics did in Indiana. So I feel like the Milwaukee Bucks were the biggest losers yesterday. Well, this whole draft.
I that was my second pick. That was my honorable mention besides my team. Because right at 23, again, elite defender Ryan Dunn, right there. What do you need? Defense. Your defense is not good. You pass up on the elite defender to get a guy which weakness, and I quote, says he played sparingly last season as his lack of strength, defensive prowess, and consistency remains a work in progress. Like you said, Joe, they are
and he's 167 pounds.
Yeah, and they are in win now. You have no time to wait. You have no time to wait for him. You have none. So I agree. Milwaukee was one of the biggest losers. I forgot who they ended up drafting today. I'm looking for it right now. Oh, then they draft Tyler Smith at guard. Don't really know too much about him. They say he can score, but again, you need defense. And a weakness that I see, he had a more difficult transition defensively.
He has room to improve.
You're not even drafting for need. It's like you just drafting the draft. You're not drafting for need. Like I agree 100%. Besides Detroit,
I think Detroit
is a big loser too.
Yeah, I think also this draft. Go ahead.
Detroit, Detroit lose for two reasons: for the pick they got and for not being number one. For them being pick in the draft, bro.
To add insult to injury.
We ain't talking about that though. We're not talking about the lotto.
Bro, y'all losers, dog.
I'm sorry, Carl.
Past that. We could have made up for it with a great pick at 5, but nope.
But this draft also, you gotta think like this draft was for those GMs that are good at scouting. Like this was one of those drafts where you really had to do your homework because again, no team was really actually trading around to move up or move down that much unless they knew exactly what they wanted or that player that they wanted. So with Milwaukee, they probably was like, we wanted to trade out of the pick, but nobody wanted it. So we just, like you said, they just had to draft to draft.
Draft what you need though.
Exactly.
That also goes to show that they're not scouting; they're playing 2K.
And real quick, I know you're going to lose this. One more winner. I like what the Sacramento Kings did. All right, I did. Devin Carter was a projected top 10 pick,
that's my boy.
And he fell to us at 14. You know, so and we got rid of Davion Mitchell. I saw that happening, but Carl, I did my research on your boy. Your boy nice.
I know.
Your boy nice. The boy, I feel like now he's not the elite defender like Davion Mitchell is, but I feel like he's what they want Davion Mitchell to be. Because offensively, Davion Mitchell did not grow into that player on like they thought he would grow to. That makes sense, right? So I like Devin Carter, man. That dude motor is on 1,000.
What did I tell you when you called me? I said he ain't an elite defender, but he's really, 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 really good defender.
He's athletic like a mother too.
Yeah, Jalen, not Jaden.
Jalen, bro. Jalen, man.
I like the Sacramento Kings pick. I also look. I was almost ready to put Boston for biggest winner, but they was like, man, our roster too good. We just gonna waste this second pick anyway. There's no need for them to draft Anton Watson. I loved the Baylor Shireman pick for them. Anybody else at 30 would have picked him. I'd have been like, why? But for them, sharpshooter, another sharpshooter. That's crazy. But I just didn't really get the Anton Watson pick.
That's what they did. That's what they do.
They were just picking as another developmental player. Oh, I know, like you said, we are on losers. But again, I want to give a shout out to the Wizards. I did say they should have traded the pick. You know, I gotta give them a shout out because, and J-Mo said it in the comments, man. You know, the front office, man. I don't know. I know how the Commanders feel when you got a front office that's just gonna do good things and make some things work with a vision. You know, I could cry up here because Alex Saw might be good. But I like Bud Carrington. I like Bud Carrington.
I told you, bucket. And he from the DMV.
Like,
yeah, I made a trade before that draft too.
No. See, for that, we had the trade helped us get Bud, but I wish it wasn't Denny. I wish it was another player because Denny was really finding his form in this offense. I wish it was somebody else they could have got out of that. I'm not mad at it. It's a win-win, but it's one of those things where it's like this is one of the players that I was rooting for personally.
Yeah, it's good because Michael Bryant's on an expiring contract. And y'all just gave Bro an extension. And y'all got rid of that contract. That's good. So y'all freed up more space for the future.
I know, man, but still, you know, when you got your personal players that you root for, man, you know, that's all. But I see the bigger picture.
Davion Mitchell, bro. Sasha.
I heard Corey Kispert is also being dangled around as trade bait.
Yeah, man. I mean, they say anybody can go. You know, if you ain't from France or Jordan Poole, anybody can go. And if they get the right phone call for Poole, he might be out of here too.
And J-Mo, we traded for him to not go over the luxury tax. And also, me and Trent going live tomorrow. We're gonna do a deep dive into the Kings, man. It's the Kings all season, man. Oof. This was like yesterday was high, and it was yesterday was like what the? And I called Carl, and I was like, okay, cool. You know, and then I did my real like, whoa, I actually like this. And then today I was like, dang, like I saw a trade. I was like, we in a trade.
We did a trade. Dang.
I was like, I'm gonna let Dave post this, bro.
I'm gonna let Dave. Hey, but before we move on to the next topic, which will be about another NBA topic, But this is the pleasures of being in the actual chats because again, we got somebody we can always go back to, or we always have a chat that we can lean on to if it's a player we don't know about. The fact that you could pick up the phone and say, "Hey, Carl, tell me a little bit about him." CTC's own call was just like, "Hey, you're getting a good player, and these are the things." Because when we got Bub, I was like, "Oh, that's nice," and then all I heard was bucket. Confirmed. Carl said it. Confirmed. I'm sorry. He just got to be. He just gonna have to be bad now. Because other than that, if Carl say he good, I'm gonna say he good.
If Mama call him Clay, I'm gonna call him Clay.
That's it. That's it.
Let's get it.
Join the IG chats, man. Click the link below. Become a member. Now we got to move on to another team that's trying to find their way to win a ring because they were close. They ran out of gas though. Ran out of gas. You know, Knicks chips all in. You know, the Knicks haven't won a championship since 1973. You know what was going on in 1973? I ain't gonna tell you what was happening in 1973, but a lot was going on in 1973.
Was that Clyde Frazier?
Yeah.
Yep. So they're still trying to find the formula, but I think they got the right scientists in the front office that's working on the answer right now. Because rebuild, reboot, retool. Because that's what's happening with this team. Ever since they lost to the Pacers, they got OG back. They made a bomb, Woj bomb, Doge bomb, whatever bomb you want to say of a trade to go get Mikal Bridges, Malik Bridges. I don't know.
It's Mikal.
Bridges. Yeah, there we go, Mikal.
Yeah,
Mikal. These kids spelling name all weird.
You said Mikal or Mikal?
Oh, Mikal. Yeah, you're right.
No, I think no, he's different.
You know what I'm saying? See, back in 73, they ain't had these type of names. Y'all got some names on y'all. But anyway, to go get him and add him to the Villanova 3, and now they the Villanova 4. Hey, how y'all feel, man? Do you think the Knicks have a championship roster? I'm going to start this one off. And in the words of J-Mo, Joe, and Craig, yes.
Okay.
I think they do. I think they do because, for one, you already seen that solid core band together in the playoffs with that Villanova 3 where you seen that Vincenzo stepped it up. Josh Hart showed you that he could play almost every minute of the game. And also, I mean, if I need a bucket, I'm going to go get a bucket. Jalen Brunson was getting a bucket. And then you also bring him back OG, who was that 3-and-D guy that they had. Mikal can make some things happen as well because you've seen what he was doing with the Nets. And I think we got some highlights. I don't know if we got some highlights, but we've seen what Mikal can do if he has an on night. And then also, I'm forgetting about one guy. He was hurt. But he's coming back. This started a whole debate about Jimmy Butler and Julius Randle.
Oh,
so there
okay.
we go. There you go. So you add more depth to this team. So now you actually can get a solid rotation from the bench and starters, and you don't never have to worry about scoring with this team. Do I think they're going to win it all next year? I don't know yet, but they do have the pieces, if you ask me. Carl?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm trying to figure out. You said what?
Is that Miami? You said, is that Miami?
No, I'm trying to.
Cooking Miami.
I'm trying to figure out. So did Kevin McCullough actually get selected by the Knicks? Because if that's the case, I might say yes. Now the reason I was gonna say I don't know because the reason why I'm saying that is because we don't know what they're doing with their big man situation. We don't know. Can they resign Isaiah Hartenstein? Are they going to be able to keep Mitchell Robinson? What are they doing with Julius Robinson? I mean, that's Julius Robinson. Julius Randle, excuse me. If we're going to count it as Isaiah Hartenstein is there and Mitchell Robinson is there, then I'm going to say yes. Because, again, I love the Villanova 4. I love the fact they got Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges on the wing to defend. Jalen Brunson is going to get his bucket. We're just going to act like Julius Randle is there for the moment. Julius Randle is going to have to realize that it is not his team. It is Jalen Brunson's team. Now, J-Mo brought up a good point. I don't know if it was in chat if I was talking to him. I don't want Julius Randle's motor to change when he does realize that it is Jalen Brunson's team. But they have the pieces, especially with Hartenstein, who showed amazing. He showed an amazing display in the playoffs. And then you got Deuce McBride coming off the bench, who he was lighting people up. I love Kevin McCullough if he is actually there. I do love that pick because he does do it all, like I stated earlier. So I'm going to say yes if the roster is currently constructed with Hartenstein and Robinson and Randle.
They looking to
trade Robinson one more year.
He don't?
He only
Even if he's not there, I'll still say yes.
Yeah.
He only last year of his contract.
And they
I'll
looking
still
to
say
trade
yes
him
if
too,
Robinson's
so
not there.
they may
I'm
get
saying
something back
Robinson
for
is
him.
it.
Oh, then I mean it's a yes either way, but
And there's rumors that they gonna try to get Andre Drummond.
See,
That'd be
then
perfect.
he's definitely out of there.
So look, are they a championship roster? I mean, what conference they in? What conference they in again? West or East?
in the East.
So yes, they are. a
Wait,
championship
hold
roster.
up! Don't play with the East like that. Man.
Hey, I don't care. My team ain't competing nowhere near it. Do your thing, Joe.
Listen, man. Look, last year they got to the second round
Sorry,
with
not
no
sorry.
Julius Randle. Jalen Brunson got hurt. Josh Hart was playing with an injury. OG and Anobi was playing with an injury, and they got to a game 7, one game away from the Eastern Conference Finals against the Celtics. Now, obviously, the standard are the Celtics, right? And I feel like with this, let me make this clear. I do feel like this Mikal Bridges move is overrated. Let me say that. I feel like for theatric reasons, it's big because you got the Villanova guys together. They've been trying to get this happen, but they gave up 5 first-round picks for this man. Mikal Bridges is not a 5 first-round pick type guy. Mikal Bridges is going to be the 3rd best player on this team. So, but yeah, it's gonna be Brunson, Julius Randle, and Mikal.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm gonna say hard. Go ahead.
dang,
I
he's
said
better
third
than
or
that.
fourth. Some might
Oh,
debate.
you said 3rd or 4th. I mean, my point is like he's not worth 5 first-round picks. Now, chemistry matters. I get it, right? But I feel like this is gonna go down for one of the most overrated trades, in my opinion. This is no diss on Mikal Bridges. I mean, it probably sound like one, but 5 first-round picks? That's crazy. And a second-round pick spot. So my whole thing is this. Yes, I think they're a championship roster because they have the defenders. I feel like that was very key. There already was a decent defensive team. Now you bring in Mikal Bridges, one of the best two-way players in the NBA with the chemistry you already had with the fellas, right? And when Julius Randle comes back, like Carl said, Julius Randle has to come back and still be himself. He can't be timid enough like that. He got to be that same dog he was when he came back. They brought back OG and Anobi. And if they get Andre Drummond, I think that would be a huge pickup for them because Andre Drummond fits right into their culture. You know, you look at the East, it's the Celtics and everybody else. And the Knicks were already, with the roster they currently have, arguably the second best team in the East. But you add this to this piece, then yes, if they're healthy. That's the key. Mikal Bridges never missed a game.
Hey, you saw what I put in the chat. They said Mikal Bridges Iron Man streak versus Tom Thibodeau coaching style WrestleMania.
Facts.
I know.
So let's see what's gonna happen.
This strength and conditioning coach said, "You going where?" Oh man,
I know. Right?
Hey, nothing we can prepare for this.
Hey Joe. So first of all, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go
I
ahead.
just want to make sure, first of all, that if I said this incorrectly, J-Mo said this to me. I don't know if I said that correctly or not about the whole Randall motor thing like that, and I agree with what he said. Secondly, I want to say, what would make this trade not be overrated? Because I do agree 5 first-round picks is crazy, but that's just the market right now. The Nets said we're not letting them go for nothing less than 4 or 5, and the Knicks are blocked. So, I mean, you can't get mad at that. But if they make the finals but don't win, is it still overrated?
If they make the finals next year,
not next
don't
year,
win?
just in general. Just while this course together, they make the finals and don't win.
I guess it's worth it, but I don't think they are gonna make the finals. I don't think they will beat the Celtics.
I'm just asking a question. I'm not asking if you think it will happen.
No, I got you though. If they make the finals.
Oh, all right. So because we obviously
know. I got you. If that happens, it's worth it. It's kind of like the Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, because we obviously know if they win the finals, then obviously it was worth it. But that's why I was asking that part of the question. But I mean, it's just like we had that discussion. Like it's all based on what the market dictates. Going back to the debate me and you had with Hollywood Brown. Another year, we probably wouldn't have got a first, even if we would have threw that 3rd round pick in there. They probably wouldn't have given us a first for that. But that year, even though we threw in that 3rd, they gave us a first for that. So
I mean, if the Commanders give up a first, they can get BA. Just give up a first. If the Commanders give up a first, they can get BA.
Joe don't want that to happen.
Listen, man. Well, first for BA,
yeah.
Man, I don't know, man. But look, chemistry matters, right? Shout out to New York.
No, true.
But
True.
So I'll be cool with that. You know,
Brandon, you played together with Arizona State. Chemistry matters.
Dave,
he took the man to Tyson.
That was funny. I saw that.
Hey, Dave, you watching, right? But here's a like championship team, right? This is what I think is gonna happen. Listen, I'm either gonna get clipped up for this in the future, or I'm gonna look like a genius. All right. So I think 5 years from now, we're gonna look back at this trade and be like, dang, like OKC and the Los Angeles Clippers. We're gonna look at this trade and be like, dang, look what the Knicks, look what the Nets got for this. All these players, all this came from that trade from Mikal Bridges. And they're gonna look at the Knicks like, dang, they ain't made to the finals yet. Like they still the same team. Remember that? I got a feeling that's gonna happen down the road.
I think you are gonna get clipped up.
I think you're gonna get clipped up too.
Because this Knicks team ain't that Clippers team.
And also,
they gotta go through the Celtics.
That's fine.
Yo, I understand.
And I understand.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
You know what?
You about to have us take out the Celtics, and I understand the Celtics might be a little different, but it can happen.
Yeah.
First of all, let's not compare Miami to New York.
Hold on.
What?
What we're saying is we're not saying that the Knicks are the Heat. What we're saying is the Celtics can be beat.
No, yeah, they could be beat.
You saying it like they can't be beat.
No, yeah. I'm just making a prediction.
I don't think the Celtics.
This is my prediction. Like, anything can happen, obviously, but like.
So do you think the Celtics gonna win next year?
So we gotta see what happens. I think they're gonna win the East next year, unless Miami in their way. Yeah, Miami the only team I see beating the Celtics for real.
Yeah, I was saying I don't think the Celtics run off 5 straight finals appearances because you said within the next 5 years the Knicks will be the same. I don't think the Celtics run off 5 straight.
You think the Knicks going to the finals in the next 5 years?
I don't know because I don't even know what's going on with the rest of the roster today. But I don't think the Celtics run off 5 straight finals appearances is what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, like, I got a feeling we're gonna look back at this trade and be like I'm not saying it's the same, but you know how we look back at the OKC Paul George trade and we say, dang, look what they got. Because Clippers got to the Western Conference Finals with Paul George. All right, let's not forget that. But we're gonna look at it and like, dang, look, they got SGA, Jalen, J Dog, they got all these dudes from that one trade. And look what the Clippers thing goes to
like that. Okay, I agree with that. They might come out of this deal with better players and their team looks good, but I think the Knicks aren't that Clippers team. Like, I'm sorry. When I think of that Clippers team, I think of health. There's so much stuff that go into it. Even when that trade happened, I was just like,
Tom Thibodeau.
I don't know. See, here's the thing, though. The New York Knicks don't have to win for people to think they want to trade. They just got to be relevant. The Knicks are relevant. They get to the Eastern Conference Finals. People be like, oh, we are. All that crazy stuff. You know what I mean? But they don't have to make
the first round. But that don't even matter. They don't even got to make it. They going to do
that
in
the first game.
Yeah, so that don't matter.
Look, after beating the Celtics, they yell at Trae Young.
Yeah.
But that's why I asked you about earlier. But also, I only slightly disagree because what has the Nets done with all them first round picks they've been getting prior to this?
Get Ben Simmons.
Well, they did. No, they did go. They did
Joe,
get Kyrie Irving and they signed Kevin Durant. They did build a good roster, but we all know what happened. They did the same thing the Lakers doing right now. They messed up on that part. And I still think with Steve Nash, they could have won a championship, but injuries happened with the Nets. And then the mandate was COVID happened, and then COVID happened.
But that's the Clippers. Injuries happen with the Clippers.
I'm with you, but the Clippers, no, the Nets situation is different though. The Nets had COVID that got in their way too, with the mandate with Kyrie and all that stuff. That kind of messed that situation up. The Clippers are hurt every year, bro.
The Clippers said they didn't even want to be there.
We need to go to break.
Now we good. We can move forward.
No, I'm talking about every single year the Clippers are hurt, bro. I mean, I can't even have one season beside the bubble that they haven't been hurt. They've been hurt every single year.
They know the bubble. They just claim they didn't want to be there.
They were hurt.
I mean, they were hurt. So look. We're going to close this one out. You are right. The Clippers have been hurt. Joe, we definitely know that somebody's going to bring that clip back up. But we have to move on. We're going to definitely move on.
Let's get it.
Y'all ready? All right. Because Joe looked like he got one more thing he wanted to say.
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
Because I know this topic here. This topic here going to close out the show. Already know.
Yes, it is.
When we say no huddle offense, you already know we're talking about quarterbacks that can get you down the field in 2 minutes or less to get you either a field goal or maybe a game-winning touchdown. Or they might just throw an interception. We don't know. So we got to talk about what quarterbacks.
Field goal snap. Sorry, my God. Go ahead.
You see what I'm saying? It's always stuff like that. When your quarterback want to run away from a 300-pound Haloti Nada, but I ain't gonna say too much.
Oh,
Wild.
What quarterback is under the most pressure this up and coming season? And RG3, if you want to come on the show, man, trust me, it's all jokes, player.
At this point, RG3 need to come on CTC. He's a college commentator now.
He can come on whatever, because at the end of the day, ESPN ain't get the jokes, but we get them.
That's true.
Facts.
He be getting
Come on. Facts.
Bruh, RG3 be saying jokes. I be like, man, I get suspended every week on R2L for saying stuff like that. Like, you might as well come on over, bro.
Oh yeah, this getting clipped up for sure. We tag RG3 on this one right here.
All right. So we're gonna start with you, Joe. What quarterback is under the most pressure this up and coming season?
This was so easy, y'all. When we did this question, I'm like, yo, I feel like it's a no-brainer. The quarterback with the most pressure is Russell Wilson. I know, I think y'all lost, didn't I?
Yeah.
It's Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, what happens? He goes to the Seahawks. He went to Super Bowl by being a quarterback of the greatest defense in statistical history, right? And then the second Super Bowl, nobody talked about that. Oh, Pete Carroll, who threw the pick? He threw the interception and lose that game. But nobody talked about that, right? Then the defense goes away. Every early season, who's the top of MVP candidate race? It's Russell Wilson. And he falls off every single year. Get to the playoffs, maybe win a game, but looks horrible when they lose every single time. Hasn't been back to the NFC Championship game since that Super Bowl interception. What happens? He gets to a Pete Carroll. Let Russ cook. Okay, we're going to sing to Denver. And what happens? One of the most embarrassing debuts of a quarterback in history that Russell Wilson had against on our Broncos team with Nathaniel Hackett.
Let him
They go get Sean, what's his name?
Payton.
What's his name called?
Sean
His
Payton.
name? Sean Payton, because he's a quarterback
cook
guy
now.
for Russell Wilson. And Sean Payton can't stand this dude. You were
Let
willing
him
to
cook.
eat $50 million plus just to get rid of this man. They were on a winning streak. And they said, you know what, buddy? Take a seat. We ain't trying to pay you, bro. Take a seat. And then they let him go. He goes to the Steelers in the offseason. I'm trying to win 2 more. And what they do? Go get Justin Fields.
So you trying to win?
So guess what? Out of all the starters in the NFL, Russell Wilson, I feel like everybody feel like Justin Fields will take that job eventually. He has the most pressure. He has to play well. You're going to an organization that's a quarterback away for being a Super Bowl caliber team. They make it to the playoffs on accident every single year with no quarterback. Kenny Pickett was a quarterback last year, and they still made the playoffs. They had Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph, and what's your boy name from the Chicago Bears? What's your boy name?
Oh my God, I'm blanking.
Look, he snapped. What Kevin Hart said? Snap finger fingers. What's his name?
He like that's the song. You done made a beat.
I'm at the.
He got drafted ahead of Mahomes.
Oh, Mitch Trubisky.
Mitchell Trubisky.
I don't think he was on. I don't think he played last year. I think he was on the roster. I don't think he played.
Oh, he did play. He played. Kenny got hurt. Kenny got hurt. He came in. Remember, they kept blaming over the coordinator. Yeah, he played. Kenny Pickett, he did play. Kenny Pickett ended up getting hurt, and he came in for a few games. So 3 quarterbacks and still made the playoffs. So if Russell Wilson don't get a job done this year, you're done, son. Shut up.
Man.
Nah,
that was funny because you set it up. I thought you was gonna go NFC East round with that one. I don't know if it was gonna be 4 or 1. I don't know which one you was gonna pick, but I knew it was gonna be one of them.
Yeah,
Carl, you ready?
Yeah. I thought he was for sure going Jalen Hurts. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, Jalen Hurts? Nah,
he played 5 games last year.
You did. I just looked it up too.
Yeah.
Mitchell Wright.
Yeah.
5 games. He made the playoffs. He played 5 games. That's wild. In the AFC North? Come on, bro.
All right, so my answer might surprise y'all. My answer for the quarterback with the most pressure this year, Lamar Jackson.
Oh!
Lamar Jackson.
I had a feeling you was gonna do that.
The reason why I say Lamar Jackson, one, you had the anonymous source say that we're going to regret the contract coming off of an MVP best record in the NFL season. Now, no matter how you feel about that MVP, he still won MVP and was one stupid vote away from being a second unanimous MVP. Gets to the AFC Championship, loses, and he didn't. I'm not going to say he played the greatest. I'm not going to say he played good. But I'm also not going to dispel other things. But y'all know how I feel about other quarterbacks in those situations. I can't be no different towards my dog. So a lot of people want to say, well, you got all this regular season success. Where's the playoff success? Cool. So I think that's going to go into it, even though it's crazy to me to think that a quarterback who y'all didn't even think was going to be a quarterback in the league by year 7 has to have multiple rings. But I digress. I think he's going to have the most pressure. Now, I was close to putting Jalen Hurts because of the roster around him and the receiver core and the chemistry and all those things. But I feel like people are going to keep piling on. See, Lamar Jackson can't get it done. Year 7, he don't have a ring yet. He can't get it done. That style of quarterback is not going to get it done. So I think he's going to have the most pressure coming up this year. You muted.
I was on mute because I was saying something I wasn't supposed to. Again, back to the RG3 jokes. But why you had to say Lamar? And then you said Russ. Like, for me, do we have to have one vote? Because I got 2, maybe 3.
Okay. Oh,
Go with your best one and then honorable mention the rest.
All right, well, my best one is Josh Allen. Of course. It's Josh Allen. Why would it not be Josh Allen? For all the said reasons of the reasons why they say Lamar Jackson isn't a good quarterback is he can't throw the ball. He can't do this. Well, Josh Allen has always been good when he's got a number 1 receiver. Stephon Diggs is gone now. So again, you have to prove to us why you got that 1 MVP vote when Lamar almost had unanimous. You got to tell us why this offense is going to be good because you are the said guy. So can you go out there with just a running game and a few wide receivers and make it happen? Can you go out there and win this actual division? Can you show us why you're the second best quarterback in the league? Because they always put you top 5, and I only seen you do the same old things. Turn the ball over. He did lead the league in touchdowns while he did that. I got you, Joe. But again, turn the ball over because you're forcing the ball down the field. You already seen what you can do with a run game. Y'all went out there and beat the Cowboys when you only had to attempt like 4 passes. So that right there lets us know that the offensive coordinator knows what to do. So when it comes to pressure, I think it's time to say, hey, Josh Allen, are you the top 5 quarterback that everyone says you are? I've seen Mahomes do it with no-name wide receivers and a tight end. Can you do it?
So you better go, Joe.
Yeah. First, Lamar Jackson, no pressure. As long as, listen, do Draymond Green got pressure with the Warriors? No. You know why? Because Steph Curry there. As long as Steph Curry's there, Draymond ain't going nowhere. As long as John Harbaugh is there, he's not going nowhere. Lamar Jackson is now again. The media is no matter what Lamar does, unless he wins the Super Bowl, the media is always going to hate on Lamar. So I'm not going to put him up there as the most pressure. Josh Allen. Now, Tom, I got a question for you. If Josh Allen wins the division this year, then what we want to say?
That division sucks. I got you, Tomo.
No, because Tomo said, "Can you win the division?" I heard
it.
Can you win the division? Basically, if Josh Allen looks the same without Stephon Diggs, what we gonna say then?
You know what?
What they gonna say now? What they gonna say now?
Hey, Tomo, I got you. If you don't got an answer, bro, I got you.
I was gonna say, go ahead, Carl.
Keon Coleman really like that. That's what we gonna say. Keon Coleman really like that.
I was gonna say, how many yards does the running back have?
Let's go, Tomo.
All right.
I'm gonna move the goalpost like they move the goalpost. When they move
what?
the goalpost for my dog, I'm gonna move it for him. I'm like, hey,
man, ain't no person Josh Allen but y'all two.
Hey, no funny though. I'm actually on the opposite side of Tomo, but I'm here. Hey, look, I gotta stand with my brother right there with them questions, but I'm actually on the opposite side.
Because look, what's gonna happen is they probably will win the division, and then everybody's gonna be like, see, he can do it with nobody. I'm like, so how many yards did the running back run for? What was his defense looking like? Because if he got the number 1 defense, was it Josh Allen or was it the defense?
Bro, Josh Allen, this is probably the best season for him to win MVP. I'm just saying that.
I agree.
I mean, I can see it. They building it up for him already.
I can see him winning MVP this year.
They building it up.
Luka every year though.
Hey, next year? Luka gonna have
I've
he's
heard
gonna have a
that.
head start. No,
No,
he's
I
actually
agree.
gonna
No,
have a
I'm
head
just,
start.
I agree, but
He's gonna have
maybe
a head
it's
start. All
Did
they
y'all
gotta
have-
do is be a top seed. They're a top seed. Luka's gonna win MVP. Be
Oh yeah,
number one seed.
that's a lot.
That's
Did
clear
y'all
cut.
have any honorable mentions?
Jalen
Dak
Hurts.
Prescott. He said what?
Okay.
Jalen Hurts.
Look, NFC East right there.
I'm sorry,
I
but
mean,
it's
Dak,
the
that's
truth.
typical.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dak, but that's too easy because I picked Dak as my dark horse MVP. So of course he should have the most pressure going into the season for me. But the reason why I didn't say Dak in this one, as far as being my first, because I got to put some pressure on Josh Allen. The world not gonna do it, so somebody has to do it.
There's another guy. I think Geno Smith got pressure.
Deshaun Watson.
I don't. I think Deshaun Watson got more.
Deshaun Watson, definitely.
Yeah, I agree.
First of
with
all,
Deshaun,
can
not
I ask
Geno.
a question? Why are people saying the LC Nova got all the quarterbacks? They got Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, they got Russell Wilson, and they got Deshaun Watson. Why are we throwing Deshaun Watson name in there? I feel like Deshaun Watson has to prove himself because he looked terrible last year.
Joe, it's the name. It's the name. Bro, they living off the Houston Texans. It's been what, 5 years almost, I think? Maybe even 6?
I remember when they played
since then. I said Baker's looked like a better quarterback since then.
Yes, Tomo. I remember watching the Ravens and Browns game Monday or Thursday night. Oh my God, he was so bad. And I remember reminding myself, how did he look?
That wasn't us.
No, not Ravens. My bad. Browns and Steelers. My bad. Browns and Steelers. And he looked so bad. And I remember that night, I went back and looked up Houston Texans, Deshaun Watson. Bro, I could not believe how good he was. I'm like, yo, this man is not this dude right now, bro. Because people don't realize that's why it's amazing with, and on more topic, it's amazing what Michael Jordan did, bro. He took a whole year and a half off and came back and won 3 in a row. Y'all know the game speeds up every single year. It gets more physical every year for real. Like, people are more faster and stronger every single year, and it's hard to keep up with that. So when you take a year off like that and not being in the NFL, people usually don't come back. That's why it was amazing what Michael Vick did. But like, it's people don't come back and be the same.
Joe, you don't even know what you did there.
Your timeline, you did, dude. You did, but your timeline with Joe, he didn't come right back and win one. It took him a year.
No, but I don't even think he realized what he said by comparing them to MJ because the Dabo Sweeney quote.
Oh my gosh! But Deshaun Watson is not doing that though. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard. Like, people, huh? Come on now.
See, RG, come on, man. I'm about to add him. Hey, come on, bro. Just like that. Suspension time.
But I definitely agree. Deshaun Watson is definitely an honorable mention for sure. I don't really agree with Geno because Geno don't got pressure for because people don't even think Geno should be starting.
No, I'm saying pressure on his job. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
like,
he got pressure on his job.
They traded for Sam Howell.
But he got pressure on his job. But like, if he wins, 8-9 games, that's probably cake for him.
I hear you saying, yeah, you're right. But Deshaun Watson though, bro, Cleveland is ready, bro. They need a quarterback. They are ready.
Tomo, on the show, I'm gonna say I disagree with you on Josh Allen, and I may go into detail in one of the chats, or maybe just Instagram DM you personally. But I'm not going into detail on the show why I disagree with you.
Oh no, it's cool. It's cool. I gave my caveat of why I had to do it. I have to be the first because Nick Wright gonna do it later. But I had to be the first.
They not everybody gonna be like, oh, they got rid of all Josh Allen defensive players and all this stuff.
That's what the built-in excuse is there, but they didn't let that happen when it was Lamar. So somebody has to be known. No. See, with Dak, see now with Dak, that's a whole nother story because they like Dak need to win because you already know what he do in the playoffs. He gonna throw a pick, even though they're the Los Angeles Rams still got 2 running backs that's still running to this day. But I ain't gonna say too much. To this day, Todd Gurley's still running, and he was on a podcast. I seen him running.
Hey, I was going to
say, my man Tomo had to go back 6 years to find a good Dak playoff game.
No, actually, I didn't. I had to go back 1 year. I was in Cabo. I watched him retire Brady. He retired Brady. Name a quarterback that did that. Yeah, Patriots fans. Dak retired.
Man, Dak, he lit them up, bro.
Brady still had to get a shot back. So I gotta talk about the Cowboys. Yeah, because they sent you home to be with your family.
Shout out Carlton Davis not lying.
What are you talking about? What do you say?
The Bucks retiring Brady.
You said Carl Davis not lying?
No, shout out Carlton Davis now on the Lions.
Oh, I think he said not lying. But is that what he say? Yeah. But all right, let's write this up, y'all. It's a fun show, man.
And another thing, Dak's so good in the NFC East, the Eagles had to go get Vic Fangio, the only defensive coordinator that know how to beat him. You know what I'm saying? They had to go. I'm just saying, bro.
And Cooper DeJean.
And Saquon. They went and got all the Avengers.
They had to do it. They doing everything. This is crazy. Like the Cowboys in the Super Bowl or something. You know what I mean? Like Commanders had to go get the defensive coordinator. I'm just saying, there's so much going on with the Cowboys at the NFC East.
And the Giants did nothing.
The Giants went and got Jason Garrett. That failed. So
the Giants hired Darren Waller.
They got Malik Neighbors.
And he was pissed.
I know he was.
Didn't look so neighborly.
But they got a good receiver core, though.
Yeah, who gonna throw him the ball?
Yeah.
Y'all sleeping on Daniel Jones, man. I don't think he's gonna be horrible this year.
Okay. Define sleeping.
All right, y'all. Look, I have no defense on that. Like, I don't know. Like, people think he's gonna be horrible. Like, I feel like he needs an offensive line to start there. He hasn't really had an
Joe, it's the contract.
Yeah, it is. The contract's terrible. But compared to other quarterbacks, it's not though.
It's still it's $40 million a year. It's still terrible.
All right,
Jaden Daniels 1 year is gonna be better than Daniel Jones years with the Giants.
Oh yeah, I'm with that.
I've watched Tyrod Taylor run that offense 1,000 times better than Daniel Jones.
Bro, you saw what's the name running DeVito.
No. I'm sorry, that was against
us.
Yeah,
that man got sacked 11 times and still beat us.
That's what I said. It was against y'all. I'm sorry, I can't know.
Saquon ran that offense better than Daniel Jones.
I know y'all had the best secondary in the league, but no.
Chill. Shout out to Mark. Join these IG chats. You get the inside joke. All right, y'all. Look, fun show, man. My last words. Shout out to the whole R2R network. Shout out to the whole R2R family. Truly appreciate y'all. Shout out to LeBron James for pulling this off. Went and got JJ as head coach, and went and got Bronny as the last pick of the draft for him. Right for them. And Sacramento, shout out to my man Trent. Me and Trent going live tomorrow on Kings Talk. We're gonna do a deep dive on the Mike Brown situation, Malik Monk re-signing, the NBA draft, and who should we go after this offseason. And with the top 20 quarterbacks overall this season, not coming to the season, like not off of last year, but overall, first video is coming out post R2L show.
So say that one more time. So top 20 overall, not going into the season.
It's not like based on last year.
Just period.
It's just leading period. Up to year to date.
It's not career. It's period.
Like year to date.
I thought it was just whole body of work, but then you just said not career.
But I'm not going to
say not career.
You know I'm not going to look at what 9 years ago and be like, Matthew Stafford had 5,000 yards 9 years ago. Bro, that don't matter right now.
I got you.
So the last 2-3 years.
You know, it's
in that ballpark.
I'm gonna explain as I go through these players on why they're here.
After you give your explanation for 20, I think we'll get the gist of where this list is going.
Well, yeah, it's gonna get crazy when we get to like 15. 20 is gonna be like, okay, all right, 19.
It sounds like I'm gonna be going at
like, okay, huh?
It sounds like I'm gonna be going at you eventually.
I mean, long as you don't go at him like Matt Stafford's wife did.
Bro, chill out, bro. We're not gonna do that, bro. Maddie's my guy. We're not doing that. We not doing.
First of all, men are not insecure. I saw that. We're not insecure. That was just not smart what you did. Like,
what was the purpose?
It wasn't smart. Like, it had nothing to do with insecurity. Like, reverse the roles and see how you act. But anyway,
it'll probably be over.
And then she might say, "Oh, I won't be like that." Yeah, how about you ask all your 5 close friends how they would feel they did their husband that to them.
That's all I'm saying.
So
go ahead, Carl.
This ain't 8 Mile. Come on, man. You treat my man like it was 8 Mile. Like, come on,
bro, that was crazy.
Come on, man. You should think. Come on, that woman was Wink. Come on, man.
So everybody was gonna be with her.
I'm still sitting here screaming. And then Detroit, right? That was in Detroit.
Bro, chill out, bro. We're not doing that. But she really thought everybody was gonna be with her. But my last words is this: so first of all, not a big soccer fan, but Euros is going on. Shout out Germany, win the round of 16. Saturday play Denmark. Let's get a dub, Germany. Second shout out, man. Shout out me being able to go through depression with the Pistons and be fine because, oh my God, I really almost had a breakdown with the Pistons. That really upset me. But we stay strong. I know I joke. I'm a Nuggets fan. Y'all know I'm not switching. But I'm being strong with these boys because it's not for the weak. Another shout out to my Ravens. Football around the corner. College football is less than 2 months away. So I can't wait. Previews coming soon. CTC will be live tomorrow around 8 o'clock I'll just say it. We're going over the group of 5 head coaching changes. So new head coaches to group of 5 schools. Last week I did Power 4. We was Power 5, now Power 4. Head coaching changes. I gave a grade, what I think. I'm doing the same thing for the group of 5. Appreciate y'all for having me on as always. Can't forget that. Great show, fun show. I had fun. But that's all I got.
My last words is, if we really do get RG3 on the network, bro, hey, it's gonna be turned up. I know I cracked my jokes about the Commanders, but that'll be great. You know, that was the one year I could not stand being from the area.
Most exciting year as a fan. Shout out to RG3.
For you, that was the worst. Imagine waking up from a Thanksgiving nap and all you see is the Cowboys getting torched. Like, nah, with a family full of Commanders / Redskins fans at the time. No, it was ugly. Almost hit somebody with a turkey.
Great year for me. We won the Super Bowl that year.
Who was we?
Ravens.
I'm messing with you, Carl. We know. You got the whole Detroit thing going on, so I just had to understand. That was a good year, too, because I needed Detroit to win. I mean, I needed the Ravens to win that Super Bowl. So, again, shout out to everybody on the network. Joe, as always, man, it's a pleasure doing the show. Carl, you too. Everybody in the chats, turn up because Bronny is a Laker.
And JJ is the coach.
The Lakers are going to be ESPN going to have a field day.
I know. They're going to be all over the news tomorrow. Shout out to them, though. All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today, and we'll see y'all next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all the next episode.